Hey everyone, and welcome to Comic Breakdown. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and like this video if you enjoy the content that we have coming out. Now today's issue is going to be covering Dark Knight's death metal, Infinite Hour Extreme. This is the much anticipated Batman Who Frags. The Batman Lobo combination from the Dark Multiverse is making his arrival. Now, if you guys have not been keeping up with Dark Knight's death metal, please be sure to check out the playlist. I'll leave it in the description and at the top of this video. You guys can check out everything death metal related. I've been covering it since the very beginning issue, so you guys aren't going to want to miss a minute of that. And without further ado, let's dive into this issue. So this picks us up about 6 months ago, really at the beginning of all of this. It picks us up at a bar, and we get here is classic Lobo. He's completely destroyed this bar and beat everybody to death with the bartender's own arms. Now, he came to this bar specifically to collect a bounty, and he really had no idea who it was. And before he could even ask questions or anyone could tell him who the individual was he was looking for, he had already killed everybody in the bar. You know, and while he's being his typical smart aleck Lobo self, we see a chain come at Lobo, much like his own chain, but with the bat signal on the end of it. And this is where we get our first glimpse of the Batman Who Frags. And Lobo and him go toe to toe, punch for punch, kick for kick, headbutt for headbutt. And this is where he really introduces himself, and we get a little bit of backstory of how this happened. Pretty much we got a Batman who injected himself with Zarian DNA. So essentially making, you know, an oppressive skills and fighting guru like Batman, and then add Lobo's strength and healing factor to that, and you have one heck of a literal killing machine. Now, while these two are going at it, the Batman Who Frags headbutts Lobo to a point where he's just bleeding all over the place. But what the Batman Who Frags didn't anticipate was Lobo taking that bat chain and jabbing it into his stomach without him even realizing it happens. And Lobo grabs it and goes to drive it up his stomach to essentially disembowel him. And this is where a portal opens up and sucks Lobo into it. And Lobo arrives with Lex Luthor. Now, they had hinted at this in a few issues going back at the beginning of Dark Knight's death metal, but it really didn't give us an understanding of what this purpose was, what Lobo was doing with Lex Luthor, why they were working together. We just knew it had something to do with the death metal itself. And this is where Lex Luthor tells Lobo that he has a special mission for him. And Lex Luthor tells Lobo that the stakes are everything. And when he says everything, that's exactly what he means. If he does not take this mission, it all ends. The entire multiverse. And at first, Lobo's really hesitant. Like, he's like, you know, I could really live with everything ending, with Superman ending, with Batman being gone, all of these people I don't really like. But at the same time, like, things I do like are going to be gone. Like, you know, like girls and dolphins, himself. So at the end of the day, he decides to take this mission. And he learns that he's going after death metal itself. And so now the fate of existence is literally in the hands of Lobo, the main man. And we cut back over to the Batman Who Frags, and he's left there with his bat chain in his chest, and he just plucks it out, and he's now on the hunt for Lobo. And what's really awesome here is we get a photo of Lobo, and he's got the Joker's head, which looks like the Joker mixed with Lobo, and it's mounted on the front of his vehicle, on the front of his motorcycle. And hanging behind, you see people like Two-Face and Penguin. And really what the message is being sent across here is this is not a Batman who sends people to Arkham. This is a Batman who sends people straight to hell. Now, picking up on Black Hawk Island, Lobo is trying to search out this death metal. And while he's trying to find it, he runs into Black Monday, which is pretty much Solomon Grundy and Batman mixed together. And these two are just duking it out in this jungle. And the way Lobo wins here is he pretty much tells Black Monday, like, you were sent here by all the other Batmen in the multiverse because none of them like you. None of them want to be your friend. but I'll be your friend. Like, I'll be nice to you. We'll hang out. Like, we can definitely do something together. And Black Monday falls for it. And he's just like, oh, cool. Like, you want to be my friend? And then Lobo turns on him. And this is where Lobo just defeats the crap out of him. And as he explores these ruins some more, he runs into Hawkman, or as Lobo calls him, Hawk Dude. Now, Hawkman's keeping this death metal a secret. He's keeping it hidden. He's keeping it protected. And Lobo pretty much tells him, like, look, I need the metal. If it means ripping your arms off and beating you to death with your own mace, like, fine. But I need that metal right now. And this is where Hawkman's just like, you know what? I can't keep it hidden forever. Maybe you are the one. Maybe fate has brought you to us and you are our only hope. And this is where we learn that the metal is so powerful, whoever wields it can rewrite history. It can remake the entire multiverse as a whole. And as they approach the death metal, they're attacked. And it's the Batman who frags. And he wastes no time literally carpet bombing this entire island. And this is where Hawkman and Lobo jump through essentially a mystery portal, not knowing where it's going to drop them at. And it drops them in Gem World. Now, with Lobo having the power to literally rewrite the DC multiverse in his hands, what do you guys think he does? That's right. He rewrites some history. He makes his own little pocket universe. And in this pocket universe, you have Superman by Lobo. And this story is the typical Superman story where the rocket falls from the sky and the Kents find a baby. But in this case, the baby is a baby Lobo, giving them the middle finger. He creates the Legend of Batman by Lobo. He creates Wonder Woman by Lobo. And to him, this is a giant game. Like this is the best sitcom since The Walking Dead, in his opinion. Lobo Land, a whole pocket universe for him to rewrite. All he's got to do is think into the death metal, and all of his ideas become true. And this is when a voice tells him to stop. And this is where we see the arrival of Brainiac. And he brings Lobo to the Hall of Doom. Now, Brainiac escaped when Perpetua's throne was destroyed. And Lex Luthor had secretly instructed him to pretty much make sure that Lobo did what he needed to do with the death metal. And Lobo, being Lobo, dresses up Brainiac like Mrs. Tribe, his 4th grade teacher. It's really just messing with him because he has this kind of power in his hand right now. And this is where Brainiac tells him pretty much like, listen, you need to pay attention, Lobo. You are literally a survivor, the last of your kind, the toughest mofo in the universe. You've survived alone. The odds are beyond the bounds of viability, but you beat them by being selfish. And now we need you to be selfish. We need you to use those survival skills. Your survival is our survival. Be that selfish individual we know you can be and survive. Be selfish with us. And this is where we see the arrival of the Batman who frags, and he blasts Lobo in the chest. And this is where Lobo pretty much takes the Batman who frags and shoves him into Lobo Land. And as Lobo restores Brainiac to his original normal robotic suit self, Brainiac tells him the inflection point approaches. The moment when existence hangs in the balance, the key to everything is in Lobo's blood. And this is where he tells Brainiac that he's about to have the most extreme idea ever, and that will be the end of this issue. Now, it does have a little bit of an epilogue here, and it sees the Batman who frags dropped in to Lobo Land, and you're seeing all the different versions of Lobo mixed with the Flash, mixed with Green Lantern, mixed with Superman, just beating the crap out of the Batman who frags. And that will bring this issue to a close. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. The Batman who frags. Of course they were going to drop him in here. Honestly, I really do like the concept. And I like the idea that Lobo himself is still overcoming all of these odds. You know, the entire multiverse is ending, and of course Lobo is still alive. And not only is he alive, but he is literally the deciding factor in the future of the DC multiverse as it currently stands, which is absolutely phenomenal to think about. Like, Lobo could literally end everything right now, or he could just create his pocket dimension and live there forever. The bigger omniverse wouldn't actually care about Lobo Land. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. If you have not yet, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the content that we have coming out. And until the next video.